Hello everyone, and welcome to Silverhawk's Let's Play. I'm playing Starsector. I am going to pick a random name, or am I going to pick one from the... that is a perfect one. My name is Silverhawk. And I will not be playing this Iron Man mode, but that's usually because I like to save and stuff, and it has a tendency to freak out when you do things. Here's the get one from another player or copy it from the character screen. Okay, I thought this would be one. Anyhow, I'll continue, and I am going to be a bounty hunter. Kite class shuttle under command of an experienced subordinate is what I'm going to pick, and these two is easy or normal. So the normal becomes of course harder than the easy. So I'm going to pick the normal, not because I got a death wish or anything, it's just, yeah. And yes, I'm going to start with the tutorial. And yes, and welcome to the sector. Your fleet is in the middle of nowhere and critically low on supplies. If you don't acquire more supplies, your fleet will suffer through a slow but ultimately fatal decline. Yes, I've driven this game a few times, and when you run out of resources, you are slowly but surely starting to lose your ships. Continue. Fortunately, there's a debris field nearby. Move up into it and activate your scavenge ability to search for useful cargo. It's possible to scavenge through the same debris field multiple times, but there are diminishing returns and increased risk with each attempt. Only scavenge once here. So, yeah. Only scavenge once here. Right. Make sure to take all of the supplies and any other valuable cargo, but feel free to leave the cheap and bulky metals behind. To get your fleet moving, click on the empty space in the direction you want to move. Yes. Move up. Ah, here it is. Let's scavenge over here. There, we'll scavenge. Your fleet assumes stable orbit relatively to the debris field. The field appears to stable, will not drift apart anytime soon. Long range scans indicate likely something of value could be found inside. There are indications of some easy pickings to be had, and the risk of an accident during salvage operation is low. So the things you're looking for here is the likelihood, it's likely, and then low. So basically the green ones. And I poured myself some Coke at the same time. Crew and requirements available, and it needs 30 machineries and 40 crew. No, it requires 0 machinery and 40 crew. Heavy machinery available, salvage skill is 0%, fleet-wide salvage capability. Yeah, I just drank my Coke. Crew available times 0.5 and debris field density times 0.5. Density of the debris field affects both the amount of resources and the number of rare items found. Begin the salvage operation. Take all. F5 to save. We will. A pirate fleet is approaching. First you spot as a sensor contact, then as an identified fleet, and when it gets very close you'll see true colors. Continue. Don't worry, the pirate ship is shoddy rusty bucket, and if you lose you can press F9 to quick reload. Even so, combat can be expensive, especially if there's no bounty on the enemies you fight. Deploying ships into battle reduces their combat readiness, and recovering CR, which is combat readiness, consumes supplies. Battle damage can be costly, can cost even more supplies to repair, so try to not take any damage, which is easier said than done, but well, yeah. However, fight is often necessary to survive. Wait for the pirate fleet to approach, then defeat them. And we're going to see here very soon. There they come. Now they're triangles. Now I can see the ship, and now I can see it's a rogue mine. And I shall move to engage. Yes. Transfer command. I would be doing that. Let's try it out. Would be doing that if I wanted to switch between the ships, but I'm happy in my wolf. Continue. And which ships do I want to deploy and where? No, I can only deploy them. Okay, project deployment recovery cost is 6 supplies to deploy this one. I can do that and just deploy that ship. That would be 1 supply or 0 supplies. 5 supplies. Okay, so this cost 5, this cost 1. Okay, well, I'll deploy with all. That sets us on a screen that looks like this, and up here to the right you'll see the deployment points is 210. You see command points. Command points is if I, for instance, tell you to go there or do stuff, then that costs command points. And yeah. I am, however, going to just pause and unpause. This is how you make sure that you know what you're doing, and it's very helpful to pause when you're not fully ready to do whatever you do. Toggle out to pilot. That you do with U, and F. Show a live video feed from selected ship, like that. There we go. And push U. That's how we do it. What I could do now is to go in and take over, but I let this dude handle, because he really knows what he's doing. Here you can see it's got thumper, light, assault gun, and it's got high damage. It's hostile, and the flux of it is it doesn't have any flux, and the hull is, well, full. And up here you see that the flux capacitor is starting to go up. That's because I'm shooting and I got my shield up. This person doesn't use any flux at all, because he's just chilling down there. And now he moves in with his rockets. Let me... Okay. That's a bit irritating. Trying to get how I take over the ship. Order select ship to engage enemy target as if... Let's just let that one deal with you. And then we approach space and let you deal with you. Let's see. As long as the flux doesn't go out, he has no problem. This one doesn't have any shield, it looks like, so he'll be dead very soon. And yeah. The pirate ship and maneuver to prevent you from disengaging easily. It does not appear to be certain of your identity. Any hostiles will have a reduced impact on your reputation. Move into this engagement, blah 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 blah. Your force was able to complete the victory of the last engagement. Relationship with the pirates reduced by 3, currently at -68. Salvage crew are able to recover 318 credits from the CPU core still active in the wreckage. And here we see a screen of what happened. This one got destroyed basically. And here are my fellows. And this one's got a pilot in it. He is that pilot. And you see the line here, that's combat readiness. That's how combat oriented you are. I meant how much you can go into combat. F5 to save. You gain the level. Normally you gain 1 character point each level up, but you get additional 3 points at the start of your campaign. So yes, you can spend character points to increase aptitudes and skills. Each aptitude governs a set of skills, and the maximum level of skills is limited by the level of the governed aptitude. The maximum level you can reach is 50. Once character points are spent, they cannot be refunded. Press C to open the character tab and consider your options. You don't have to actually spend the points now if you don't want to. Finish. Click C. Here you can see that I can click, and each time I want to learn something, I need this place to be filled out. So if I wanted to start on this one, say for instance, then I'd push these points out, and I need 1 for the first level of it, and 2 to be able to buy the second level, and 3 to buy the third level, which is, well, kind of obvious. But that's how it works. These 4 I meant, you need to have 3 in them to be able to keep going. This game is very open-ended. What I could do is like whatever I wanted to basically, and I could go for safety procedures and stuff. 30% crew lost to hull damages in combat, through 30% crew lost in non-combat operations. For instance, recover operations, chance to recover weapon from enemy ship is higher, or recovery ship starts with 20 to 40 hull up integrity. It's good. And it's good on level 2 as well. 50% of hull and armor damage taken, repairs after combat ends at no cost. That's nice. Salvaging, 15% resources, rare items recovered from abandoned stations and other dialects. And gets the ability remove survey, do a preliminary survey on all nearby planets remotely. Good stuff. Colony management, able to manage up to 3 administrators, able to personally govern up to 3 colonies, able to govern up to 4 colonies. That's a nice one. And yeah, that's the final thing on the industry. In the technology, it's weapon recoil, target leading accuracy for outfiring weapons. Nice stuff. Flux. Nice shit. Yeah, I'm just going to mouse over these a bit so you get to see. These are pretty good to be able to command up to 6 officers. I now got 1 officer. Flagship and ships with officer command nearly guaranteed to be recoverable if lost. And these are combat. These are basically going to work for your own ship. Peak operation time is 20% longer, 50% chance of malfunction when a low combat readiness, and 25% missile speed and maneuverability. Same thing with ballistic, and 50% damage to weapon and engines. Yeah. Yeah, that's basically it. What will I begin with putting 4 points into? I was thinking that this game is mostly a game about shooting other people. Sorry, I took a Coke break there. Yeah, so putting 1 point into industry and then put like a little bit of industry going would be nice, but I could also do that a bit later. Leadership would be nice, especially since I am prone to do things with other people. And with other people, I mean other NPCs. I'll begin by putting 2 points into this. Flux capacity. I'll put 1 into that one and 1 into that one. Yep, confirm. Perfecto. Shortly after dispatching the pirate, you receive a tight beam communication from system main inhabitant world, Ansyria. The message is brief and asks you to travel there and contact station commander Riley as soon as possible. Let's lay a course for Acura. You don't need to do this to travel, but if it helps to keep track of where you're going and how long it will take you to get there. After dismissing this dialogue, press E to open the intel screen to view the details of message you just received. Select the message and click Show on Map button. Open maps centered directly on Acura. Ankura. The left click and hold in planet and select lay a course from the menu pops up. Alternatively, you can just right click on Ankura. You could also press tab to open the map and locate Acura. E to yes. Okay, I'll push E. Show on map. And then U. Show station, laying course. Yeah, that's all done 20 times now. I am going to travel there, and then I'll get some skills after I've flown a bit. And here now. There we go. Ankara is pretty far away, and it will take a while to get there at this rate. You decide to. The sustained burn ability is used for long distance travel. Activating it will briefly stop the fleet and reduce its acceleration to a minimum, but the maximum burn level will be much higher. A sustained burn can be interrupted by any other fleet activating an interdiction pulse. Yes. Activates ba-ba-bam. And then hold shift to... That would be the sustained burn. Just push that to be able to see properly around me. Oh, sorry. Sustain burn. And then push shift to speed up. And this isn't speeding up the game. Well, it is speeding up the game. It's making the days go past faster, but it's so that you as a player don't have to sit and watch forever and ever. You can push shift and travel faster. The fleet is getting close to Ankara, which is controlled by Hegemony, a major military faction in the sector. While Hegemony space is a fleet, it's required by law to identify itself by keeping its transponder turned on. This is a view shared by most, though not all, major factions. Turning off the transponder makes your fleet highly visible. Turning on the transponder makes your fleet highly visible, and everyone seeing it will know who you are, unlike the pirate fleet you fought earlier, which you had to be very close to be possible to identify. Activate the transponder before getting close to Ankara, both to avoid unwanted attention from pirates and... unwanted attention from patrols and receive docking clearance. I am dyslexic, so reading is hard for me. Since turning it on and off... Give me a few seconds. Yeah, sorry, I had to sneeze. Before getting close to Ankara, both ward attention from patrols. Yeah, I read that. Since turning it on and off, the major consequence, it's required to double tap, turn on and off once to prime and once more to confirm. So I'm going to click that one and then click it again. That's a relay station. And that's Ankara. Is it really? Is it really? It's not that Ankara? Yes it is. Yes it is. Open the COM directory. Talk to Riley. Your fleet approaches Ankara. Your fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you soon grant the docking clearance. Open the COM directory. You connect to the local COM directory and browse the public, otherwise known listings. You transmit the COM ID and wait for the system to establish a connection. Establishing connection. Your connection requires acceptance surprisingly quickly. Then the citizen has many responsibilities. You come. Excellent. And you're well aware recently. Well, I suppose we can skip that part. Yes, well, all know the situation, unless than ideal. Now where do I fit in? Blah 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 blah. Pause and read if you want to. What's in it for me? I get 2,000 for that. What's the plan? First off, you make sure to turn the transponder off. If you instructed the security detail or blah 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 blah. If you're lucky, the pirates may think you're one of their own and let you approach during coup without any trouble. Still, it makes sense to go dark as you get closer to make sure that they can't get the good reading on your fleet. And if they, then I'll just get the F out of there. Yes, sir. Let's go and trade goods, because I remember I had these on. I might as well talk about that as well. Black market. I'll receive 64. No tariffs. Open market. I'll receive 45. And minus 19 space bucks. That is confirm. The reason is because the government likes to put tax on shit. So if you buy and sell things through the market, it's a very good idea to do that from like the non-black market, because that makes the region a little bit more stable. But like here I can find shit tons of cool stuff that I couldn't find in the other, and it's for free. I meant it's not for free, of course, it's tax free. But here I should actually buy stuff. Yeah, I think I'll buy just a little bit of... No. I don't have that many. That will be enough. Just want to make sure that I don't run out of neither gasoline nor yeah, that was cheap as hell. Right. I could also take a look at the fleet here. This is my fleet. There's a lot of different fleets, but this is mine. Crew, cargo, map, intel, and command. Can also look up here. No, I can't. Buy. Here I check it. And the open market sells one that's got 5. Has crashed 5 times basically. So that's cheap as hell. Or 5 times, 5 times, and 4 times. Very silly. I would not even think about buying those. And these are, well, ships that have crashed a lot as well. Kite is a nice one. Anywho, I don't need to go here yet. Still. This is me. This is my friend. He is almost level 1. And yeah, let's go and leave. Let's do as they say and save. And let's sustain burn up there. Let's see, where's the go dark one? There's the go dark one. On number 2. As you see here, it's a debris field here, so I'm just going to walk into that field. As you see, also my game has slowed down. Well, the speed has slowed down because I am going dark. There we go, and then access. 11 machines are needed, I think. No, I have 11 machines. Right. Take all. Confirm and continue. Let's check over here. Likely significant. Okay. Loss of 9 crew and 1 heavy machinery. Okay. I got 1 gasoline for that and 1 metal. That's crap. I do get experiences, you see here though. Now we're going to go outside of this asteroid field and then get closer to this and hope that I don't fly into another fleet. Okay, they have seen me. Okay, so they're totally okay with me just leaving like that. Yeah, cool beans. Now let's emergency burn. Yeah, because I needed to go in there. Talk to him. I've done what I came to do. And then burn. Sustain burn. Poof. Yep. And as you see here, my supplies are running low. Well, they're not running low, they're... Here's a debris field as well. Maybe we should check this out. Likely and low, that's really nice. Okay, take all. Tickle, tickle, take all. And let's fly a bit closer there. Significant, okay, let's access it. Oops, daisy. What's this then? Nothing happens. Okay. And search. Significantly. Begin salvage operation. Lost 7 crew and 1 heavy machinery. That's like not very good. Take all and be happy and ride away. Confirm and continue. I, however, gained some XP there. And where am I going? I'm going down there, right? Right. What I could do instead, if I push F or E. E is the perfect button to push. And show a map. I could, instead of clicking like 11 million things, I could actually just, god dang it. Lay course like that. Com directory, talk to her, yada yada. Relationship with them become better, relationship with her became better. Like it's 2 now, it was 2 out of 100. Is there a problem? Yes, the system estimate take about cycle analyzed data come with stabilization algorithm. Naturally by then the data will be out of date and an algorithm based on it meaningless. Sorry, drinking Coke. If we had AI core time, we could analyze the data more quickly. Fortunately, there's several probes somewhere in the system. one left over the initial exploration of sector by the domain. It could have at least one AI core as its brain. Where is it, and why hasn't anyone salvaged it before? To answer your second question, domain of artifact are usually protected by automated defenses that still function to this day. If this probe is not exception, and the Harmony General forbid civilian interference with domain artifact for the sake of public safety, of course. Depending on times, however. Desperate times, however. Of course. And she gives me the skill Active Sensor Burst. However, I'm going to go down here and I'm going to... No, wait a minute. Right, I need to have the transponder on. I really always miss that. There we go. If this would have been not the... if this would have been not tutorial mission, I would have so been ran down by their military. Show a map. We're going to go there. Righto. That's a little bit too close to the sun. Yes, thank you. Here we go. Fully surveyed. Active sensor burst down there. No, down there. You silly person. Impact on drive bubble. Let's ping it again. Okay, so it's up here. There it is. Let's say before we attack it, because that's a huge probability that this is going to be guarded. Explore it, engage the automatic defenses. I do not need to transfer command for this engagement. I will however have deploy you and you. You. That's that. Show video feed and pause. This is driven by him. Check this out. I am going to steer my own ship, but I'm not going to do that today. Or am I? Isn't it in settings? No, I don't know. Because I wouldn't be able to... Ah, I can do that. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's the way you do it. And F makes me jump away. And what button do I want the flux with? Never mind then. Shield up. And that's the way I vent it with. There we go. Where's the other one? Wait a minute. I'll push you. Righto. That's where you are. This one I can't. Yep, that's where I shot it. Pick through the wreckage. Take all. That's a gun. Light machine gun. Nice to have. Basically, begin the salvage. And that's the gamma core. Take all. Perfect. There are some debris left here, so I'm going to go and salvage again. Likely significant risk, but I'll try it out. I lost 2 crew, but I got this much things. So the crew. Seven pod? Why? Ah! I didn't take it. Bah. Game paused. Because I'm going to push I and S and go there. And that's not too close to the sun. And game immediately. Might as well save. Now here I got a little bit too much fuel. And yes, characters, I leveled up, so let's put another maximum flux vents. It's a good thing. Confirm and move out. Yeah, I use a little bit extra per day because I am F1 is for more information. That's because I got a little bit more fuel in me than I should have. And let's push that button so we hurry it up a bit. Don't think you use fuel when you're in system. I got transponder on, good. Just making sure. Go there and sell that and sell 5 of them. That's too little. Sell that so I don't have a problem. Light machine gun. Let me take a look at you. Fleet. This has got swarmer missiles. And this is a pulse laser. PD lasers. Let's check this out. You got a salamander, swarmer, and light dual autocannon. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, and you can type down your names for the ships, of course, in the comments, what you want them to be called. Weapon groups. Auto that. Yep. That's cool. Go to leave. Open com directory. Speak to Freya. 8k, thanks. Blah 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 blah. You got that thingy. Blah 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 blah. I'll return with the ships. Yeah, that cost 1, so I'll take care of that. Let's push E and then S, and then we're going to go down there. God dang it, why do I do that? Laying course. And we've got extra burn on, and I'm speeding up time. So these are dialect ships, and let's pause the sustain burn and then go for one of those. Explore. Resource recovery effectiveness is 73%. Okay, take all. And then we fly to you, explore, consider ship recovery. And this is a light tanker. That makes it... Damn it, I should have brought more crew. And then let's go there. Explore, consider recovery. This is a wolf, like the ship I'm driving. And yeah, I should really have gotten more crew. Let's end this episode here, and I'll be right back with more crew. So this is the first episode. Leave nice comments, give me a like, and I'd love if you subscribed. Anywho, have a nice day, be nice to your neighbors, bye bye.